everybody, it's Catherine. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things beauty and fragrance. A while ago, I did a video on Montale's Fruit and Vanilla Bestsellers Discovery Box, and I never finished it. So today we are finishing it. We are going to talk about the last 4 fragrances, which is perfect because we're in the winter months. And these are all thicker, heavier perfumes, so perfect for these winter days. In the first part of this video, we did more of the lighter notes, more of the lighter fragrances, and then I was transitioning into those heavier fragrances. So if you want to check that one out, make sure that you catch it at the end of this video. I will link it at the end. However, today we are talking about Sweet Vanilla, Dark Purple, Intense Cafe, and Sensual Instinct. The first 3 that we talked about were Soleil de Capri, Daydreams, and Sweet Flowers, which are much lighter of a fragrance. All of Montale's fragrances, for the most part though, they all have, as I've noticed with a lot of niche fragrance houses, they all have kind of the same aura or atmosphere or like profile. They all have similar scent profiles in my opinion, such as Wilhelm Perfumery that I recently did, or Galavant fragrances, both of those that I'm really liking right now, but are more lighter tea-ish type notes in my opinion. Like obviously they all smell very differently with different ingredients, but they all kind of have the same kind of feeling to them, and that reigns true with Montale as well. Montale fragrances are all very long lasting. They all have quite a sillage, they all have quite a long duration. They are heavier fragrances. If you are scent sensitive, if you like lighter fragrances, this probably is not the way to go. If you like where you're going to make an entrance, where you're going to leave a scent memory, where you're going to exit the room and have people, oh, that's the kind of fragrance that this is. It's the kind of fragrance that makes an exit. They're just richer, more heady type fragrances. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start with Intense Cafe. I don't know why I'm showing you the sample. This is the sample of Intense Cafe. Intense Cafe is considered an amber vanilla. It was created in 2013 by Pierre Montale. It's a fragrance that's supposed to be a fragrance for an intense coffee lover. It contains the hints of rose, vanilla, white musk. I get that intense coffee. I wouldn't say intense coffee. I get that coffee aspect to it, but when it more of the dry down, I think it opens very floral / vanilla. You smell that rose, you smell the vanilla. It's a very sweet, heavy, sensual fragrance. It opens with the floral notes. Then you move into the heart of the fragrance, which is the rose and the coffee. And then it settles to the vanilla, the white musk, and the amber. All 4 of these fragrances that we're talking about today are all considered unisex fragrances. I'd say this one does sway a little bit feminine because of that sweet, floral, rose, vanilla, but I think either sex could easily wear it. Again, it's for someone who's looking for a sweeter fragrance, that likes that vanilla, that likes that hint of rose, that likes to make an entrance and an exit. Side note, I had experienced House of Oud over the summer, and one of their fragrances really reminded me of Intense Cafe, and that's called Grape Pearls. Grape Pearls is considered a floral, fruity gourmand. It has opening notes of blueberry and the floral notes. The heart of the fragrance is the grapes, rose, coffee, and grape leaves. And then the base, vanilla, white musk, and amber. So very similar scent profile. If you really like Grape Pearls, Intense Cafe is a very similar fragrance. If you really like Intense Cafe, Grape Pearls is a similar fragrance. So I thought it was interesting how similar those 2 were. And like I'm telling you, they smelled almost identical to me. So something to keep in mind. I'm not sure the price points of either of those, but also might be something to consider. So moving on, Grape Pearls by House of Oud, you would think was more in common with Dark Purple. Similar notes, similar scent profile, but significant enough difference between the 2. Dark Purple, not quite as sweet as the Intense Cafe. It has more of a bitter edge to it, and I don't want to say bitter like sour, but it contains red berries, geranium, patchouli, which I think lessens that sweet vanilla aspect of it. But Dark Purple is considered an amber floral. It was a 2011 fragrance, also of course by Pierre Montale. It opens with plum and orange. The heart of the fragrance is rose, red berries, patchouli, and geranium, and then the base of the fragrance is musk, teak wood, and amber. So again, much like Intense Cafe in that round, smooth vanilla, amber aspect, very floral, very smooth, but more of an edge, less heaty, heavy, sweet than the Intense Cafe. Then we move into Sensual Instinct. Of these four, I'd say Sensual Instinct is more up my alley. It's easily male or female. It's very inviting in a geo kind of way. It's considered an amber vanilla. It was created in 2019. It's warm, it's dense. It does open with those coffee beans, but then the merge of the praline and the rose just give it this enticing allure. The oak moss, the cedar, the amber kind of weigh it down and give it more of a masculine appeal. That's why I say it's easily masculine or feminine, because I can see it leaning either way easily and being very enticing regardless of the sex that's wearing it. I really like this one. And last but not least, we have Sweet Vanilla. So those of you who are Britney Spears lovers, do you guys remember Sud Pacific Vanilla Apricot? That apparently was her favorite fragrance for however many years. This fragrance totally reminds me of that. It's very sweet, not like in a sickly sweet way. It's not even Love Don't Be Shy type sweet. It's more of a round, creamy type sweet. It's very intense. You have the crispiness of, you obviously have that heavy vanilla, but you also have the crispness and the fresh aspect of the apricot mixed with white musk, which gives it more of a heavier base, more of a foundation. So Sweet Vanilla is a 2015 fragrance. It's considered, I believe, just a straight vanilla scent. It really is very simple in terms of its ingredients. You have the opening note of that vanilla, the middle note of apricot, and then the base note of the musk. At least that's what I found on it. So if that's incorrect, I apologize. It was from my research what I found. I'd say this one probably leans a bit more feminine. It is, if you like Sud Pacific Vanilla Apricot, you're gonna like Sweet Vanilla. I think the apricot does die down a bit more than it does in Sud Pacific. It does just stay more of a vanilla with the hint of the fruit. I believe that's probably because of the white musk with that foundation. It's mellowing it out. The benefit of Sweet Vanilla over said Sud Pacific would be Sud Pacific doesn't really have a super life to it. Sweet Vanilla will. Sweet Vanilla will stay with you. I don't think you could go wrong with any of these four fragrances. I would say that they're definitely a date night fragrance into an evening type occasion, because they are heavier, they are sweeter. That might be something to keep in mind. If you're in an enclosed space with a bunch of people, this might not be the fragrance to wear, or just limit your application. Again, they are very long lasting. They have a great sillage, a great longevity. It's a very high quality, high performing fragrance for a decent, reasonable price. And I appreciate that they all come in those metal bottles, which actually preserves the scent. That's why they come in metal bottles like that, so that they are able to maintain the integrity of the juice inside. If you're interested in getting the Montale Discovery Collection, this one again was the fruits and vanillas. I believe that there's 4 or 5 other collections that you can try where you get the vials of the fragrances, and the entire thing was like $35. So a decent amount for 7 small vials of perfume, but at least you aren't committing to an entire bottle. You get a taster before you take the plunge. I hope this helped you out if you're curious about any of these fragrances. Again, I encourage you to check any of these out. Also, Great Pearls, if that one is of interest to you, or even Sud Pacific Vanilla Apricot. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you all. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like videos like this, and the like button because it helps me out and promotes my video to more YouTubers like yourself who might be interested in videos like this. Again, I'm going to direct you now to the first part of this video, and I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Bye-bye. Hey everybody, Gracie wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Isn't she getting so big? She's got a birthday coming up.
Yeah, a 5 birthday, and I can't wait for it. Then I get presents.
Mommy can wait. Mommy can definitely wait.
And cake. Yum.
All right, Sweet Pea. You gonna go play?
I want to stay with you.
Okay, you can stay with me. You just gotta be quiet.
Okay.
Okay, get down now. It contains hints of notes. It's rose, red berries. Pure goodness.